I'm fried.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Hi lads and lasses, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. If you're not new here,
Hey, bitch.
welcome back. I'm finally back after like a 2-year hiatus, and for good reason. You know, I was just out here, you know, live life, breathe air. Somehow I know we're gonna get there.
And feel so wonderful.
But I came back with good news and good intentions for this video. So I had a video planned for my comeback video, and I've been trying to execute it for so long now, but I promise this is my last time making it. I wanted to get my hair done so I could look cute, right? Who bald-headed? So the video that I have for you guys today is a new thing that I'm trying out on this channel called Baked in a Beat. So I'm going to get baked, try to put my makeup on, and tell you guys a story at the same time. I know it sounds like a lot, but I feel like this is gonna be funsies, so we're gonna try it out. If you guys like it, please let me know in the comments, and if not, just like give me suggestions on what I should do next. Okay, or like whatever story time you guys want to hear next, because girl, it's been crazy out here for a pimp. But without further ado, I'm about to go get baked, and I'll be back. I was getting too carried away with the music, babes. Look at my So I'm back and I'm baked. So full disclaimer, let me say this before I even start this. I'm not gonna be knowing what I'm doing, but this is vibes in a story time. So damn! Let me show y'all the big ass forehead. Focus. Where's the eye hand? So I've made it clear I don't do makeup, and when I do, it's just foundation, right? But I decided to change it up because I wanted to buy my own. I used to use my sister's because we are the same shade, right? So when I went to Sephora, all of my products was Fenty, and of course Sephora got my shade wrong. So I might look orange throughout this video, just ignore it, because every other time I did this video over, I look orange. So yeah, just primed my face. Everything just sounds so loud. Oh. So the story time for today is going to be about how me and my sister got lost like 3 times in Greece and almost missed our flight back home. Yeah. And I know a lot of you are probably like, girl, Greece? Yes, girl. Because if you didn't know, I'm a weird traveler. But I always like to travel, I just never posted it. And then when I started working where I'm working now, they're like, oh no, like post, you should like start posting it. So I'm like, okay, I guess. So I started posting it. Let's get on to the debauchery of how this happened. Me and my sister decided to dedicate a year to traveling, and I think it was last year. We chose that we wanted to go to 3 countries, at least in the same vicinity, and would be a good and fair price, right? So we chose Italy, Portugal, and Greece, right? Because we always wanted to go to Greece, and we're like, how does Greece look in the winter time? Because all the times that you see Greece online, it's just summertime. So we just kept on seeing that it's low tide season. It isn't really going to be much fun, but you can go if you want. So we was like, okay, we're gonna still go.
Period, boo.
We didn't go to the mainland of Greece. We went to a small island. So we weren't in Athens, we was on Santorini. That's where we chose to go because we wanted to see the blue domes that people be posting on. We wanted to see the blue domes that we saw on Google because we was like, let's go. The island was kind of small and kind of breaking up. Our resort was facing the water, away from the little town that was on the island, and we would have to like walk out to the main road to actually like get into town and stuff like that, because I'm just making myself orange. I'm just like painting myself. Hold on.
Few moments later.
I'm gonna be showing you guys like pictures of like what I have for reference of this island while I go through the story, so you can get a visual of everything and what was going down. Looks like I did a lot, but I didn't. I swear. I didn't too. This is just going by all too fast. Okay, so when we got to Italy, we had to go to Greece straight from Italy because that was a cheaper way to do it. We had to fly straight from Italy, go from Italy to Athens, and go from Athens to Greece. Well, Santorini. Go from Athens to Santorini, not Greece. Duh. When we landed on the island, we just went straight to our resort. So we got there, we got a taxi. We told them that we didn't have any money on us because we didn't know what their currency was, or we just didn't have cash on us. And he's like, I could take you to the ATM and you guys could just pay me when you get there through the ATM. So it was like, okay, cool, whatever the case is. Went to the resort, got settled in, took some pictures, you know, got something to eat because we was still in contact with the lady that was renting us the villa, right? That's what I'm going to be referring to it from here on out, the villa. So she gave us some tips on like taxis that we can call that would be available. Keep these in mind, please, especially the taxiest ones. Taxis that would be available to take us around the island if we needed to go anywhere. Places we can order food because there was no Uber Eats, there was no DoorDash, there was no Postmates, none of that. It was just local people that you had to call, make an order, and get it dropped off. Restaurants that might still be open in the town square and stuff like that, or like clubs that might be open that you would want to go. So she gave us this whole list, and plus she was still keeping in contact with us on WhatsApp, right? Great lady. I liked her. Never met her face to face, but I liked her over text. So our whole shindig on this island was we was going to walk out all the island and see everything, right? That was our main goal. That was what we was going to do, right? We'll wake up, go somewhere new, see how far we can get, look for our own restaurants in the town square, like other restaurants that's not listed or like looks far away, right? And the town square was just like, it was a few minutes walk. Yeah, from our villa, it was a few minutes walk. It wasn't that far. And it was a calm walk, so I enjoyed it. But yeah, we went out to the town square, see how far we would get every time we went out to walk, meet some local people, started chatting, basically kind of got a little bit familiar with the area that we were in, right? We were flying from New York to these European countries. We've been in New York for mad long now. Our bodies have been accustomed to New York time. So when we flew to Europe, we were jet lagged. We will always be like, we need to go to sleep because we need to wake up early, we need to eat some breakfast, and then we need to go explore the island. We need to go like see stuff, talk to people, this, that, get some restaurants, find some clubs, find something to do, take pictures, this, and then like enjoy while we're here, whatever the case is. We couldn't half of the time because we would go to bed at like 3 in the morning. Prior to the day that we had to leave, we were kind of sad that we had to leave. Not kinda. We were sad that we had to leave. We were kind of happy because we're like, yeah, like we need to get back to Italy because, girl, I need Uber Eats. I need Uber. I need at least a taxi app. This island has nothing. And it's like we felt like we basically walked out all of the island, and we're like, yeah, we need to get back to Italy right now. So the day prior to us leaving, or like a couple days prior to us leaving, the weather was very in and out. One minute it would be sunny, next minute it would be rainy, then it would be sunny, then cloudy the rest of the days. It would be like very harsh winds, rain, sun, yeah. But the day prior to us leaving, it was rainy. This is gonna be like a live picture that I'm going to be playing on loop so you can see it was raining. But it was rainy as hell. And then the weather for tomorrow on my weather app was that it was going to be strong winds and possibly rain. If not, it's going to be cloudy, right? Strong winds, cloudy, possibility of rain. Keep that in mind. The day prior, we got tattoos to basically match each other's. And it was rainy, and then the wind was so harsh, so we walked back to our resort. We called one of the... No, we went out to eat that night. Yeah. After we got the tattoos, we went back to the resort. We showered, we got dressed, and then the rain had stopped. So we went to a restaurant we found literally down the street, not too far from the villa. And we ate, got back, and then the strong ass winds started. When I tell you, this wind was blowing minds. So the night before the departure, we was outside filming some videos as a kiki. When we got there the first night, why does my forehead look like that? Like I didn't do this right. So from the first night that we landed, we've just been making videos. Even we had made TikToks, but unfortunately all my TikToks got deleted, and it was funny ass videos too that I didn't even get to post. I didn't even get to save. So yay me. But on the night of the departure, we were in our pajamas making little videos, right? To say goodbye and to reminisce on when we get home.
I'm not faking this, no fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. I'm a quest and feed, I just want it. Happiness. If I broke, now my business.
That's when the strong winds started. But we were like, it's okay because we won't really be... You can't see that. Can you? No, you can't. So from then, the strong wind started, but in our heads, we was like, we don't have to worry about that because we won't be in it for long because we have the numbers to taxis that the lady that's renting the villa gave us. So we should be fine. We just have to make sure we wake up on time and get there on time. It's looking ashy, but it's looking ashy, but it's okay. It's okay. My sister's like, I'm about to take a nap so I can like have some energy when we get up to get ready to do whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, you can take a nap, but I'm not going to sleep because I'll just sleep on the plane to Athens and then sleep on the plane from Athens to Italy. Like, I'll just be sleeping on the plane. She's like, well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm about to just go to sleep right now. So I'm like, okay, girl, go to sleep. So she went to sleep and I stayed up the whole night, right? But I told her that I was getting up an hour earlier so I can get ready and make sure I have everything, because I have a paranoia that anywhere that I'm leaving something, right? So I have to get up and I have to make sure, and I have to double check and triple check, because if I leave it, baby, I'm not coming back for it. And that's on me and Mary and her little lambs. I stayed up the whole night, and the whole night I was up. When I tell you, the wind outside, bro, the wind was just slapping the villa. Like, you know, when you're in New York and you're having strong winds during like a rainy time or something, and the house like is shaking. That's how the villa was, but it was made out of stone, so it just felt like something was just like the wind was just slapping against the house. So I'm up, and then I'm just like on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram Reels, I'm on iMessage texting people while still listening to the wind outside. And I'm like looking at the door, and I'm like, nah. I'm like, that's wild, because it sounds so loud from inside of the villa. And I'm like, imagine this is made out of like what looks like stone or whatever the case is. These buildings, they're made like this, and you can still hear how loud the wind is outside, which is wild. That's how it was. And mind you, it was cold because it's low tide season. It's kind of winter time, but at the same time it's kind of more warmer than winter time a little bit. But we were facing the water, so it was going to be way more colder where we were than people that like lived in the town. We got up at, well, I got up at 3 o'clock. My sister's like, before she went to sleep, she was like, I'm going to wake up at 4 and then I'll start getting ready, because our flight was at 7. So I'm like, okay, you can do that. I'm going to get up at 3 because I'm paranoid and I need to get all my stuff together a bit booky. So I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I stayed up until 3. I started like walking around silently so I don't wake her up, to get everything ready and everything. So she kind of woke up at around, I think, 3:20, and then she's like, you know what, I think I am about to get up and like start getting my stuff too, instead of waiting until 4, because I'm gonna just get up just in case anything and make sure that I have everything, and we could just chill out until like 4 o'clock or whatever the case is, or try to call them at like 3:45 to see if they answer or whatever. And by they, I mean the taxi people. I was halfway done getting my stuff, double checking, triple checking and everything. When she finally got up at 3:30, she started doing the same thing, getting her stuff together and making sure that everything was there. We still had the piece of paper with the list of all the contacts that the lady gave us for things on the island. So once we got everything, I think it was about 3:45, and we was like, okay, like let's zip up the bags, let's see how heavy they are, because when we get to the airport, we have to weigh them and see how heavy they are. We started calling the taxi people around I would say 3:45, right? Called the first one that the lady gave us on the list, no answer. Called the second one, no answer. So we saw that it had like the WhatsApp symbol next to it. So we text them on WhatsApp because the number was active on WhatsApp. Text them on WhatsApp. Read, no answer. So me and my sister's like,
what do you say fuck me for?
And it's like, if they didn't read it, it would be delivered but not answered. And mind you, we had another taxi guy's number from the first time we landed on the island. We got their number just in case we needed them, and they gave us their business card. So we called the one that we first met when we landed, nothing. Texted him on WhatsApp, nothing. We're like, okay, cool, don't freak out. So while we were walking out the island and getting to know the area, we took pictures of a lot of things. But one main thing that we took a picture of was taxi numbers, like local taxi numbers that they had printed on like little stations with taxis or like cars lined up in there. Took pictures of those just in case we'll need it. Called, no answer. WhatsApp, read.
Alpha!
Me and my sister is freaking out a little bit at this point, because we're like, what are we gonna do? Like, how are we going to get to the airport? And I'm like, I think we're gonna have to foot it. And then she's like, yeah, I think we're gonna have to foot it. But mind you, a little bit of backstory. when we were walking out this island, right, we got down to a highway bit, right, that had a nail salon, it had a barber shop, it had a coffee shop, a cute little highway. But it shows you that it's like a highway leading out of the little town that it's in and going more like down the airport way that we came from, right? So we checked to see like if we were to walk along this highway, how long it would take us to get to the airport, or if we were supposed to drive along the highway, how long would it take us, right? So the Uber drive from Uber, they don't have Uber. So the taxi drive from the airport to the villa it felt so short. I think it was like 15 minutes, 14 minutes, around there, or like 10 minutes, I don't know, probably dragging it with 10 minutes, but I think it was around 14 to 15 minutes. It wasn't that hard to, you know, get around by car, especially get to the airport by car. But when you put in to walk, how long would it take you? To walk to the airport, it would take you an hour and 15 minutes. But to drive is like 10 to 15 minutes. I was like, where in the hell are we? Because that don't make no cotton picking sense. So nobody's answering. We're kind of freaking out. We're still blowing up every phone that we have contact numbered already in it. I'm trying to like use my international service to call straight instead of calling from WhatsApp. I'm putting more on my phone bill, y'all. Like, we're stressing. We need to get to the airport and we need a car to drop us. So I think it was about to be 4 o'clock, right? So I'm just there like, yeah, we're gonna have to foot it. Like, we need to start walking if we're going to get there on time, and just in case we need to like find some type of help to get to the airport. We got these heavy ass bags. Mind you, we didn't bring bags that rolled. We brought bags that you put on your shoulders, and it was like these big ass, what was it, I think it was like 13-pound bag on our shoulder. Okay, let me paint the picture. Let me paint the picture of what was going on.
Oh no. Hey, but look, tell Migga to bring me my pink phone.